Preseason is here, except it's called Founders. Stick around, we're going to run through the entire event. What's up, guys? I'm FinallyHeSleeps. Welcome to the video tonight. We're going to take a look at Founders, which is the new preseason for FIFA Mobile turning over to EA Sports FC. This is a huge celebration of a game we've been playing now for 6 years. It is going away. This will be the last event you ever play in FIFA Mobile, because after this it will be EA Sports FC. Make sure you subscribe here at the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss when a video goes live. We are going to roll into this and take a look at the entire event, what all the points are, what you do with everything, and what is possible. So every day when you log in, you're going to come to this main screen, which gives you the chance to play some skill games, and then there's some weekly matches. You're going to do those for scouting points. This is the main currency that the event uses. Those scouting points, you're going to be able to either decide to do them over here 50 points at a time as a gamble to earn players, or you can do guaranteed points. Here you have 3,000 scouting points, gives you Madison, 2,000 gives you Firmino. If you're going to go the route of a Pioneer player, which is basically, the Pioneer players are like your now and later players from last season. Pioneer players carry over, so you have a player to use at the rest of FIFA Mobile, and then you get a new version of that player with a much lower OVR, like mid-80s, to use at the beginning of next season. Those are the Pioneer players. These are Founders players, these are Pioneer players, and you can tell because it says Pioneer right above it, in case you were wondering. There's also the little animation glitch of the triangle in the upper right corner and the bottom left that denotes Pioneers. And before you ask, they are all untradeable. Pioneer players are untradeable. They are now and later players, so you cannot just go buy them in the market. There is a big difference, though, in the way these are going to work. If you have Pioneer players in your squad and they're in your reserves, that is how you get them next season. You don't have any tokens that goes with them. If you delete these players, you use them for training, or you put them in an exchange, you will not get the rewards next season. So make sure you lock any Pioneer players you have. They will benefit you after the reset to EA Sports FC. So you have these couple of guaranteed Pioneer players. And the thing to note here is when you go to collect all these, in the path that you use to unlock this player, there are also players involved. So like here for the 114 Pioneer player, you're getting a 110, you're getting a 114 as well. So it's more than just the Pioneer. And these are gambles because they can possibly give you Pioneer players here on this one as well. So you can come away with some additional Pioneer players, more than just the guaranteed ones that you're claiming. The next tab is milestone matches. In this tab, there are a set of matches, 15 of them that go in order. It always goes all the way back to 2018. These are key matches in the history of football, going back to like some Champions League finals, some major matches throughout with the date that they were played. And when you take all these on, you are going to play as one of these teams. You do not use your current squad. You use one of these. You're going to want to complete all 15 of these matches because they give you 100 scouting points for each one, but they also give you the captain armband that you'll trade in on the final tab, the transition tab. Captain armband, when you complete all 15 of those milestone matches, gives you your choice of one of 3 Pioneer icons that will give you a 116 in the current season and then an 88 or 89 Pioneer player from next season in EA Sports FC. These are the carryover. That's where the Pioneers come into play. These are your later players for next one. You cannot claim 2 of these. You can only claim 1. You can only play the milestone matches 1 time. And again, all of this stuff is non-tradable. Now, I skipped it in the beginning because we want to come back to it. The Be a Founder tab. This is the first thing you're going to do when you log in. This is the main point of the entire event. This is going to say, hey, I was here I was involved in the Founders event the last season of FIFA Mobile. It is going to give you some stuff at the beginning of next season that players that join after the reset are not going to have. So if you are thinking about playing before the reset, do it. At least log in and become an identified founder. If 5 million people do it, we're going to get some rewards. The rewards get better all the way down to another guaranteed pioneer if 50 million accounts log in before the 33 days are up. This is, again, one of the guaranteed founders. You don't have to do anything other than hope that 49,999,999 other players join you in playing this event. And then you're going to come out with a 114 Pioneer. That is not all, though, in the event. There are also exchanges as part of this, and it breaks down into two areas. You have club points, and then we exchange those club points for players. The club points are what you get for trading in some of the stuff that you're not going to use anymore. These are your untradeable. There's also a place to exchange tradables for double the points. So we got 15 points for a 111 untradeable. If we go over and look at the exchange for 30 club points, it's if you have a 113 that is tradable. I don't have any, so I'm not going to do it. But these are what you exchange for club points. Then you take these club points over to the Founders tab, and you're going to exchange those club points for untradeable 114 to 115 players. 300 club points gives you a 114 to 115, and these are more Founders players, and it can include more Pioneers. There are well over 20 Pioneers as part of this event. It's actually looking like it's closer to 30 Pioneer players that will carry over to next season. You just have to be lucky enough to earn them. This is going to be one of the big things that everybody does, is exchanging their unused players for club points, and then turning those club points in for players here, in the hopes that you do come away with some of these Pioneer players, including Ronaldo, who has a 119 Pioneer player to give you a new version of this card, which will probably be a 90, if I had to guess, at the release of EA Sports FC. Let's do it. Let's try this. Exchange. What do we get it? What are we getting? Gerard? Holy shit! Yes! That is unreal! Holy shit! That is awesome! Well, goddamn, that was... Now, how many of these Founders tokens, or the scouting tokens, are you going to come away with? There's a daily login that you're going to earn on the 4th day of every week. We have quests to complete. There are daily and weekly quests. All of those points add up. You have 1,500 from the milestone matches, because each one of these gives you out 100 scouting tokens. And we have these daily... you have a skill game and a few matches to play daily, and you have a couple that you can choose weekly. When you add all those numbers together, it is just shy of 5,000 scouting points. 4,923 to be exact, which means on the guaranteed stuff, the 3,000 scouting points and the 2,000, you pretty much can grab both of those players and the players that go as part of it. Like, again, you're going to be claiming for Firmino, you'll also end up with a 110 and a 114, which could be a Pioneer, and Firmino for 2,000 scouting points. So if you've got 5,000 scouting points, this makes sense. If you look and see how many scouting points I have at the moment, I have over 2,000 scouting points. That's because in the store, as part of this, there is also an exchange. You could trade in all of your Retro Stars points at a ratio of 6-to-1. So if you're like me and you never spent a single Retro Stars point, during the Retro Stars event that just finished up, you could exchange those 6-to-1 for scouting tokens, which is what I did. There is also your chance to trade in, where's it at? Resources. You can take your pass tokens, the pass points that you've claimed from your star passes, and exchange those for scouting points. Again, this is the last event of the year, so it doesn't make sense to hoard anything. It's time to dump everything in. Get rid of all your gems, get rid of all your players into the exchanges, your coins, buy whatever you can. Get as many Pioneer points as is possible and Pioneer players as is possible, and finish with a decent OVR team, because that's going to be another major factor. People were asking the other day, like, what's going to happen with your OVR at the end of the season when the reset happens? We don't know what the rewards are going to be, but there will be some kind of a carryover reward based on your final OVR. But in seasons past, for anybody that's went through a reset before, you know that reward that you get for that conversion is usually, it's pretty low. It's not like let's say you can finish the season out with as high as a 145. Guys with a 139 to 145 usually end up with the same kind of rewards. So it's not as important to push your OVR as high as you can, because in 33 days, all of that is done. There's no legacy. There's no carryover. You cannot look back on this event and see what you have. You're going to lose your kits. You're going to lose your emotes. You're going to lose your logos. The only thing that is carrying over are your FIFA points, which become FC points, and the later version of any of these Pioneer players that you have. So prioritize based on that. Go through the event, collect as many Pioneer players as you can. Personally, for me, I am going to gamble 50 scouting tokens at a time, because that is where I have the best opportunity to claim as many Pioneer players as I can. But again, the version that you're going to have next season is not going to be a fantastic version. They probably have a limited lifespan in the new season. They're going to be in between mid 80s to about 90 at the highest, depending upon what you come away with. So it's just a chance, one last chance to finish out FIFA Mobile as strong as possible, earn some rewards, get excited for the new season, and send off FIFA Mobile the right way. Hopefully this helped. If it did, make sure you subscribe here at YouTube. Turn on notifications so you never miss when a video goes live. And before we get off of here, let's address this god-awful red hat. If you follow along on Twitch, you'll know that we had a bunch of punishment challenges in July based on different requirements. This is a punishment. Basically, I lost a bet. So get used to it. You're going to see the Man United hat for a while. I'm FinallyHeSleeps. As long as you guys keep tuning in, I'll keep making videos. Thanks for watching. If you haven't noticed, my YouTube channel has expanded. Subscribe here for EA Sports FC related content, but make sure you check out my other channels as well for Raid Shadow Legends, everything automotive over at Gearheads, and then check out my cringeworthy series for a few laughs. Subscribe links are literally right over there.